A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line.
It's McLaughlin. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
14.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And London, the motion man right. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They run for the first time with Justice Hill, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Baltimore. Here's Jackson. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now, sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Broncos nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 16. Off the bootleg, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The give is to McLaughlin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
19.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Took right. Good job right there. Hey, easy.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Run it.
To throw again is Wilson. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
It's 2nd and 21 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
36 power.
To throw is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7.
Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now Dobbins again on second down. Room here to run. He's on his way. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 20. 55 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
And the Ravens first down.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Broncos 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Virgil, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 34-yard line.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. Complete to Likely. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down the left sideline. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos! Jalen Virgil. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Wilson got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good.
On 1st down, Wilson. Through the middle of the field. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6. Mims in motion left. Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson will throw again. Touchdown! Marvin Mims, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens 16-yard line.
Hey, alert!
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. McLaughlin will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Play action. It's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
On second down, Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
8:57.
And this is goal from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's going deep for Bateman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken.
EA Sports. It's in the game.